Happy Reeloween, my friends. Welcome aboard. Let's see what kind of trigger warning we've got before we get into this. This game contains depictions of gender discrimination, child abuse, bullying, drug-induced hallucinations, torture, and graphic violence. The game is set in Japan in the 1960s and contains depictions... Hope you got all that. I didn't quite. But for games like this, I figure sometimes it might be helpful to include something like that at the beginning so that we can establish what you're getting into. In case it's something you'd rather not get into. But as for me, it's time to play Silent Hill F. Get a quick audio check. Hello. Hello.
Get a quick audio check.
Great. Guess just got to know everything's running correctly so I don't have to think about it for the rest of the night. Is everything looking okay? The first thing I see when I glance over here is bitrate in the gray. I didn't do a speed test before I got started. It's usually something I always do, and I didn't even think to do it tonight. And the first thing I see is bitrate in the gray, not green, and I just immediately get worried because it takes me back to last October where our Silent Hill 2 remake playthrough was severely injured by many technical internet speed connection related issues. And I am not a superstitious person. I am not tinfoil Thomas. But I would maybe start to be one if on 2 consecutive Silent Hill games in October, our internet started to fail. Fuck the tests. You could say that, but you know what? If anything, if this goes less than amazingly, I'm going to be so salty, bitter, sad. Like an angsty dark chocolate candy bar. But Twitch Inspector says we're stable. So let's hope it stays that way. There we go. Bitrate in the green. We're greened up. Just had to take a little extra time to get there. Dilly Todd, it's great to see you. Thank you for joining immediately. As I did finally start on time. For once, I was like right on time. I've been pretty punctual these days, but I'm still like, 2-3 minutes late. Not this time. I was like 9:15, go! I told you I wasn't going to waste a second, and I didn't. And I'll also say this. Let it be a testament to how badly I want to play this game tonight, because I am so tired. I am mentally, emotionally, physically exhausted tonight. So much so that I think we could have been playing just about anything else tonight, and I probably would have canceled. Maybe even a wrestling stream. I think I would have been too tired to be like, I can't go down there and call Tuesday Turmoil. I just don't have it in me. But I am way too fired up. I got to find the spirit. I got to find the life force to get down here and play Silent Hill F, because I've been so excited for this to come out. And here it is. And it's Reeloween, baby. We officially started. There's a pumpkin here, as you see. The thumbnail on YouTube will have an orange border. You ask, is it really all that different to be in Reeloween season now? Weren't you just playing Chronos the New Dawn? That was a scary game. Is this really any different? I'm sorry. Did you miss the pumpkin? Because it's Reeloween season now. We've officially begun. We're here. And in saying that, for the next month and some, because it's not quite October. We usually wait for the first stream in October to make that distinction. I'm not going to wait. We're playing Silent Hill. It's going to take us well into October, and that's fine. So we're just going to declare right here, right now. It's Reeloween, baby. Let's not waste any time. You're ready for it. I'm ready for it. It's my favorite time to stream all year. For the next month and change, we'll just be focusing almost entirely on spooky and scary games. And this should be a very scary game, I imagine and hope. Dilly's going to grab decaf. He doesn't need dinner. You should have some dinner. I don't see why you couldn't have some dinner. It's okay to have dinner. Don't let this impede dinner. You're hungry. I'll wake up into it. You're not wrong. I think you're right about that. I'm already feeling it. It's already coming. It's coming hard. Oh, man. It is true, though. I had a pretty miserable work day and a run of a miserable work week. Like, it's really taken the life out of me, man. I've really, really not enjoyed work this week, and it's just that kind of, that insidious, fucking sinister, other Blumhouse horror film franchise names. It's just that deep exhaustion. You know, you're just so, it just like affects how you feel in all moments. You're more tired at night, but you can't fall asleep. You gotta wake up in the morning, and all you want to do is finally go back to bed. You know what I talk about? Not really, right? Like, not really. Definitely not in this context. You know what I mean? It's just been a tough week. It's been a tough week, and it's like tough in a context where I'm not sure if it's going to get better or if this is just kind of like how I can expect all future weeks to go. You know, I've had a lot of tough weeks in this line of work, but you grin and bear it with the understanding that this is a fleeting experience and we'll get back to baseline and things will be at best tolerable, if not even maybe good. But right now it's frustrating and exhausting in a way where I don't really see the exit from it. You know what I mean? And that would be a shame. I could be very wrong about that, right? I'm not going to be... I could be a pessimist in a lot of ways. I don't want to be a pessimist in that way. I'm speaking from experience, from prior jobs, that, I'm just seeing things come together in a way that doesn't make me very hopeful. But I'm gonna do my best to, if I'm the one who has to adapt, I'll try my best to, and we'll see how we feel once we finish doing so. I'm on the cusp of walking out, and I have a lot of voices in my life loudly requesting I leave. It's tough. Yeah. I know you've been struggling for a while. And, maybe you're on the cusp of walking out. It's like when if it gets that bad, it's like, can it get better? Is it like would the amount that needs to improve, like, to make it worth sticking around, like, is it realistic? Is it possible? Or is it so, like, deep and systemic that it's out of the question? I don't know that that's true for me. I'm not there yet. I think I'm far from that conclusion yet. But, we've all had that moment where it's like, can I do this stuff anymore? Can I tolerate this? Can I exist like this? Is it going to get better? Or have we reached our natural conclusion? And I know, have been struggling in your job for a while, and there's been nothing to really help make it easier. It seems like it's only getting more difficult, and I hate that. Little Barnes & Noble open up the year. Brain is thinking if I can snag a decent paying gig there once it opens up. Back to the bookseller life, baby. I've said before, I do at times miss the bookseller life. I do. The problem is, not a thriving industry. Retail's not a thriving industry. Book retail is an especially not thriving industry, right? So it's like a tough place to find work for the pay that you deserve. That's why I got out of the bookseller life. Couldn't do it. I do wonder sometimes, like, has that improved? Are those stores paying better rates these days out of necessity? Because it's the only way anybody would ever conceivably work there? I don't know. Like, with your history and your existence, your history and your experience, you would think, you could probably hardball a little bit of a better offer, but how much better could they even conceivably offer? With your relentless existence, they must give you what you've earned. I do miss it sometimes, $12 an hour at BAM. What was I at BAM, dude? I was like 9 and change. I forget what the number was I gave them when I was telling them I was out, and they did try to counteroffer and get me to stay. I don't know if 12 was what I countered with. I think that is maybe it was probably better than that. The company / store I went to go work for it, instead of the bookstore. I think I just countered with like what I was making. I was like, can you get me anything close to this? I think I wasn't even going to try to make them pay me that much because I understood that wouldn't be realistic. Because in my mind, I remember being like, look, I don't really want to leave this store and go work for that company. You know, like I would rather just do the job I already know how to do and not have to go through the trouble of training and all this. I'd rather stay here, but like, you got to give me more than this. And I think I was like making 9 and change, and they were like, we might be able to give you 10. And I was like, well, I might want to have enough money to, not live with my parents anymore. So I think I'm going to go. Oh. That's why I had to go. But I do look back fondly on many aspects of that time. The thing I just miss is like problems that no big problems, which understandably, like, you're not going to get paid probably that much to not have any big problems, right? If you're going to have big problems, nobody would do a job with big problems without sufficient pay, right? That's why roles and companies and jobs that present big problems and need solving will pay more money. In retail, not so much. Also, just a completely different industry, and obviously, brick and mortar retail and like mall retail and stuff is just like continuous descent. I don't know what my grand point was here though. I guess I miss one of the days when my biggest problem would be like, how am I gonna get all these books on this shelf? These bookshelves are really full and I have hundreds of books. How am I gonna get all these books on this shelf? And then by the end of the day, you're like, I got those books on the shelf. Time to go home and enjoy my life, because I'm not gonna be losing sleep at night worrying about how to get books on the shelf tomorrow. Because I did what I had to do. The magazine upsells, you are correct. The dumb, like, gimmicky bullshit that one has to do to survive the current industry and economy and, like, book retail. I don't know if Barnes & Noble also has that. I'm trying to think if they do. I haven't shopped at a Barnes & Noble in a long time. I know that BAM still does that, though. Because it's not been that long since I went to a BAM. And they definitely still do it. Although the one near me, come to think of it, they like never pitch it to me. Like I see the signage for it and I can like see the pamphlet on the counter, but they never pitch it to me. So I'm wondering if maybe that location or the company as a whole is like less aggressive about it, or if these people have just come to realize like this is the worst part of my job. I'm just not going to do it. Right? So this is the worst thing. So how about I just opt out of doing it, and maybe there'll be no consequence for not doing it. Anyway, that's the end of my hyper-specific topic with Dilly Tots that nobody else will have any insight or access to. We're playing Silent Hill F, which I'm so excited for. I realize that I can see right now, I think like on the side here, like 4 people I follow are streaming this right now. And I've already seen people that I follow on YouTube uploading their videos of it. So I know that is the consequence of playing a brand new game. Is, the pool of potential places to go enjoy watching it is very large. And so if you decided to do so here, thanks so much, because I know there's a lot of alternatives. Also because a new game, like for me, I'm not going to watch any of those people play this game, even though I would probably enjoy it. I want to play it, so I don't want any spoilers, right? And that's the other thing, is I'm going into this pretty considerably blind, considering how excited I am for it. I'm going into this pretty blind because I stopped kind of paying attention to this game a long time ago. Once the release date came out, that was pretty much the last piece of vital info I needed, because I was already in on this. I didn't need to be sold this game. I was ready to buy it. After how good Silent Hill 2 remake was, I realized this is a completely different developer and everything, but how good that was, combined with how interesting this looked. When they first had that transmission thing a couple years ago, and they announced all these games, this and the remake and the new movie they're making in Townfall, and the hilariously forgotten Silent Hill Ascension, which I believe has been completely retconned from our reality. This, at the time, was the thing that caught my attention the most, because they had this very interesting trailer with a very compelling and different art style. The title's weird. I still don't know why it's called Silent Hill F, right? And it was coming from who I understand to be a very acclaimed, I think, specifically horror manga writer, or they wrote a visual novel. I don't know, an acclaimed writer coming to this what looked like an original, fresh take on Silent Hill. Obviously, it takes place in Japan. It's in the 60s, so you're already asking questions, right? You're already like, this does not look like the Silent Hill that I remember. Now, that could be that doesn't inherently mean it's a good thing, right? But it also could potentially be a fresh take and an interesting spin and a new perspective on something that you know you love. So I don't really know what this game's about. I've not seen a lot of gameplay. I've not watched the last 4 trailers that came out for this. I've not really watched any gameplay of it, because all I really needed to know was when it came out, and once I learned that, I just kind of stopped paying attention to it. And I was like, I'm obviously going to get it, so we'll just wait till it comes out. And here it is. It's finally out, and I'm finally going to get to start it. So I'm excited. There's many places to watch it, but only one. I'm going to enjoy it. That's right. That's the joy guarantee. The seal of joy. Right here. You know something else that annoyed me before I get started? It's added to my growing irritation, frustration, exhaustion today. Because by the way, I never stopped going today. I have those days a lot, but they're made way more difficult when the first, not even half, I would say 60% of the day is being exhausted, being exhausted and being overworked, right? So I never stopped going. So this part really annoyed me, because this was supposed to be a cool kind of. So I was excited about this, and now it's just another thing on the pile. So you see the pumpkin. Did you know this pumpkin? It's Reeloween season, but this year I kind of wanted to spice things up. I love the pumpkin. I was still gonna have a pumpkin here, but I wanted to kind of spice things up, so I got something new. Okay, I got something new, and I maybe just didn't really conceptualize it very well, because I don't really know now that I have it what I was planning to do with this, or how I was going to set it up. I got this. It's a neon. Oh, it's so bright. It's like a neon pumpkin pile of pumpkins, and it alternates, and it's cool, right? But it is so bright you can't even tell what it is in the camera, because this is not a very sophisticated camera that I have plugged into the PlayStation. It's a PlayStation camera. You can't plug anything else into this thing. I mean, you can, but it won't work. But it's so bright, you can't even tell what it is. I can maybe mess with the contrast, brightness settings of the camera to make that a little bit better. But it's so bright, and it alternates between the pumpkins so fast, I think it's very distracting and unappealing to look at this for any length of time. It is so bright. There's no brightness settings on this. It's got a mode button, but I'm pressing it right now. There's no other mode that I can figure out how to access. I thought maybe mode could slow it down, change the brightness on it. Nope, it's just this. And then once I sat down here messing with it, I was like, what am I going to do with this? It's just, in my imagination, I was like, I'll be able to prop it up on something, but I'd have to prop it up so high, right? I thought I could prop it up, lean it against something, and kind of just have it right about here in the background. I could also maybe, there's little pinholes in it to hang it up, So, like, maybe I could hang it up somewhere up here. But it's like, it's not, it's, that looks so weird. I'd have to, like, puncture the curtain behind me. And then I'm afraid it's so heavy that if I just, like, hung it off the curtain, it would maybe pull it down midstream. That'd be weird and embarrassing. And it's also just so bright. I also don't want to puncture my beautiful skeleton exploding in eyeballs curtain. But, like, I don't know. It just doesn't work. And I spent $30 on it, so I feel very foolish. You know, I maybe just was over eager, and I should have done a little more research on the product page before I bought it. But it was on Amazon, and it meant this would get here in 2 days. And I was like, well, I want to start Silent Hill in 2 days. So, I don't know what to do with this. It's Halloween, right? Like, I could probably find somewhere in the house to put this, but it's so aggressive. It's so bright. Like, you can't, like, it's blowing out the camera. That is how bright it is. Like, that is how it looks in my naked eye. It's so bright. And it's just so fast. Like, why you gotta be so fast? Like, I wish you would be a little slower. It's like, it's anxiety inducing. So, I thought that would be a cool thing to do. I was like, I've been doing this for 3 years now. Every year, I get so excited to do Reeloween. And there's no real visual distinction other than this little jack-o'-lantern that I put right there. Wouldn't it be cool to come up with a little something different? And that was my solution. And I think it was a spectacular failure. And I'm embarrassed. But I shared it with you, so now I got something out of it. Do you want to start playing this game? Have you heard enough? I should have hit that a long time ago. Got the music coming out. There we go. What else? Anything else to talk about? Probably not. I'm gonna probably go a little later than usual tonight if I can handle it, if I can stomach it, if I'm not too exhausted. Like maybe wrap up about like 3 hours from now. And I think I'm going to also do a Friday bonus stream tomorrow. Call off tomorrow. Unfortunately, the nature of my job makes it so that this isn't always true, but it would be true right now, that if I called off, it would just make me eat more shit on Monday. Tomorrow would actually be a spectacularly bad time for me to do that. You know, and I also like to bank my shit up for when I actually need it. We'll live, man. It's Friday tomorrow. We'll do what we gotta do. The point is, right now, we're gonna, like, not think about it. We're just gonna enjoy it. It's about to be my favorite time of the year. Is this really too loud, by the way? This music sounds pretty loud. I turned down the audio settings a little bit before I went live. So let me know if I didn't turn them down enough. This song sounds really loud in my ear. I feel like I'm trying to talk over it, but if it sounds good to you, then I'll leave it where it is. Yeah, I might stream this tomorrow night too. Thinking about maybe 10 o'clock. And similarly, we'll go late to the night. It's louder than normal game music, but that just means I can hear it fine. Okay, so it sounds okay. My voice is easily over it. Okay. Sometimes that's true. I think I over decrease the audio. I decrease it too much. I like overcompensate. I think that's what I was trying to say. So I'm trying not to do that, but then let me know once we get started if I didn't do it enough. Also, I'm keeping the Japanese dialogue on for this. You can switch to English, but I'm going to keep the Japanese dialogue on. Obviously, that means subtitles will be on the screen. And I typically try to do this anyway, but in considering that, I'll really try to, like, not talk over cutscenes. Also because I'm really interested in what's going to happen. This is Silent Hill F! Thanks for watching. Let's go. Action. We could be story, weaker enemies, and more resources. The traditional Silent Hill difficulty for story-focused players. Okay. For players familiar with action horror games. Well, I am the king of survival horror. I'm also the king of story-focused gameplay. Puzzles hard? Lost in the fog. More difficult. Easier. Balanced puzzle experience for players looking for a traditional Silent Hill experience. I don't like the concept of choosing hard on puzzles, but It seems like hard is actually normal. Over nerf. Alright, and I did pre-order this, but I've just pre-ordered the regular version, so I have the white Sailor School uniform, pure white. Innocent white. Oh my. If I had pre-ordered the Super Duper edition, I would have got a silly pink version with bunny rabbit ears, but I didn't do that because I figured it wouldn't have been worth pre-order. The other big thing with the pre-order was that I could have started it 2 days early, but I was like, I'm going to need every second to finish Chronos on time, so... Didn't do that. Did do the silly pink outfit. I'm going to go with the default, though, for now. This is not, like, too out of the ordinary that it'd be distracting or weird. But I'm just going to go for the actual intended outfit to start us off. Here we go.
私は一人でも全然寂しくないの。仲間外れなんか気にしないもん。
ひなこ、お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの？
男の子と遊ぶ子はおままごとに入れてあげないだって。
じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。
本
当？お待たせ。お姉ちゃん、何かいいことでもあった？
うん、昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。
ひなこ、私ね、
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
Oh man, the fog! Already? And a really early title drop. Fog bang. Who's blowing out the camera now? White boy? Oh, it's okay. The fog's passing. It's a normal fog, I think, for now. Also, Akira Yamaoka did the soundtrack. The iconic Akira Yamaoka did all the music for the original Team Silent Hill games. Very excellent. They got him back for this. A huge part of Silent Hill's identity.
Jun-ko、あんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。どこ行く？話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひなこ。
お父さん、ひなこだって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。これも全部お前がひなこをずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
ひなこ、 お父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰っておいでね。
My journal's updated. Oh, well, look at this. Me. There's not a single extraordinary thing about me, except maybe being tall for a girl my age. I used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid, since I preferred playing with boys. I will admit, I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. More than once, I've rebelled and made the wrong decision, only to regret it later. Mom. Shimizu Kimi, my mother. If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. Oh, fuck. Got her. She's the one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. But maybe I do hate her now. Even as my father screams in her face, throws bowls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just cannot, will not accept her way of life. Dad. Dumbass fucking dad. Shimizu Kanta. My father. When I first learned of the term patriarchal husband, and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around, he was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks. He ignores me when I tell him good morning, but if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. And once he's angry, he just explodes. He loses all control over his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mom, throws things around, and even hits us. Why can't he act like that in public? Why does everyone else only get to see his quiet, calm side? If it meant that I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house, I'd happily let myself be taken away. Kanuta Junko, my older sister. She's one of the prettiest and kindest people I know. And her face is missing, and we didn't get to see it in the cutscene. Interesting. There's nothing she can't do. I can rely on her for anything. Honestly, she's the greatest sister anyone could ask for. She's always been there for me, ever since the day I was born. Until she left to get married. Yeah, there was a... Oh. There was a deep, like, content warning, trigger warning at the start that I couldn't even finish reading before it clicked away. But as you can see, and as has always been consistent with Silent Hill, this will be diving into some heavy themes. Look at this. King of Survival Horror, baby. I saw that other way was going to be the way to grow. Grow? Go? So I loop back around, and we're going to get another big note. Serious issues in Ebusagoka. You grow, girl. The onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of the month in Iwashimazu. Oh my god. This is stupid American. Iwashimazu? Ebisugoka of Yamabe district finally came to a stop early this morning. Of course, I will always try to pronounce everything as best as I can. It may take 2 or 3 tries. I will be trying. The geyser reached a height of at least 30 meters, but the ceaseless noise and pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. It stinks. Stinky geyser. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geyser. It's poisonous and stinky. Have been detected in the geyser's water. 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues as might lead to. Go to collectibles, view which key items and documents you already have. And I updated my journal? Which part? How does this work? Oh, collectibles. You might come across valuable items. And information while exploring. Collectibles page. Just getting an idea of... Okay. Okay, so we can revisit our articles there. Got it. And then we can go through other people's property and business. Entry to mountain prohibited.
昔はここ登ったな。
You can't go up there. That's where the giant Tanuki statue is that curses the Yakuza as they drift into town. Right? I am still... I've also... a thing with my being so busy at work, too, is... You know, I've talked about this plenty of times, but the way I clip farm myself is I put my own streams on in the background while I work. And then if I manage to kind of like hear an interesting or funny thing happen, I'll go ahead and clip it out. That's the only way I have time to do it. But I've been so busy like for weeks that I like can't stand to listen to myself while I'm trying to concentrate on my work. So that's part of why I'm so far behind, and I'm still trying to get clips out of Promise Mascot Agency, which I was playing in like June. And I think I might have to put the entire... I have them highlighted so the streams won't get deleted. I mean, if they did, I could still download them and like clip them manually, like myself. But obviously, that's a lot less convenient without the benefits of having like all the built-in Twitch clipping stuff. But I think I might have to just like put Promise Mascot clips on hold, because I also think they're going to be very few and far between, because I want to have like spoopy clips to upload through October, because people are going to be looking for that stuff. And I've got Dino Crisis, which I still haven't clipped. I've got Chronos, which I still haven't clipped. And I've got, you know, soon to be this that I haven't clipped. So it's just going to take me like the rest of the year to clip Promise Mascot Agency. So I'll be revisiting that game and remembering how cute and weird it was for months to come. It's just like, it's also that game in particular, it's like I am listening to myself read a lot. And I do not, I get enough of myself. As is. Ebisugaoka, thank you. Local doctors know there have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. They run through the streets, and you got to catch them in your little weird truck so that they'll give you, I forget what the foxes gave you. Like DVDs of anime or something. More Promise Mascot Agency. They're both games in Japan, so obviously they're similar, I guess. There have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who may try and chase or provoke the creatures. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and echinococcosis. Wow. That's a $3 word. I don't know that one. Sounds terrible. To name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. Kind of hate clipping. That's why it's important for me to clip for you whenever it strikes me, because I know how much I hate doing it and I don't want you to have to. Oh, well, I appreciate it. Hanako? Did you see Hanako going crazy? You alright, girl? We just got started. I did not notice a day one patch when I installed this, by the way. So that means they actually finished the game, or that means we're going to see some weird stuff happen. Like that. I appreciate it. Look, it is always nice to have a clip or two sitting there post-stream, but, you know, it's all fine. I don't necessarily mind it most of the time. It can also just be kind of interesting to look back on things, especially when I'm now a few months removed from these streams. It can be kind of interesting to go back and sort of assess, like, how was that going? How was that playthrough actually? Now that I'm not like in it, was that a good game for me to play? Am I being interesting? Am I being funny? No. Oh, okay. It's just, you know, that's the only time I can conceivably have time to do something like that. There's no way I'm going to be like, you know, sitting in the living room watching my own 3-hour stream, you know, just focused on that and clipping it, you know. What a luxury that amount of time would be. Get a little save. Be a little change costume if we want. I also think I was supposed to be able to get one of the other like pre-order bonus was like I got some extra like health or something. I got some other resource. But I didn't, and the note said I would like get it at those things, but maybe not yet. A woman is only complete when she's loved. Featuring the latest fashion for young women so pure they even make flowers blush. Great. Drinking at this time of day? Would never. No game feels like a good game for me. No, that's not true. But also, I think, you know, that's not true from my perspective. That's what I mean. But I also think, to some extent, it is less about the game, you know? It's like, the game might be the thing that gets people in the door, but it's like up to you or I to give them the reason to come back, right? Which is the thing I feel I've struggled with, where I'll see that new people will be coming back routinely for a game I'm playing, but then when the game's over, I never see them again. And that could be kind of a bummer, right? Because you're like, oh, I did it with my glowing personality and my beautiful sense of humor. I did it. I hooked one. And no, they just really like that game. They want to watch somebody play it. You know, like for you, for example, you play a lot of games that I probably never would. They're not my thing. And they're maybe not games that I would immediately think to watch somebody play. But I enjoy watching you play things that you enjoy. And beyond the fact that I inherently want to support you and like to do it, and it matters to me. But I've known plenty of people who try to do like content creation stuff. And it's like, you know, if they're not especially good at it, I'm not going to like, I can't force myself to, you know, watch somebody do something every single week if I also don't enjoy it, right? Or like listen, I can't listen to them every single week if I'm not enjoying listening to them. That might mean I'll still tune in sometimes. That might mean I'll still listen sometimes. But as we've established, my free time is very, very finite. And life is too short to spend large chunks of it watching or listening something that you don't even enjoy, just out of the kindness of doing so, right? Out of like obligation. And the point I'm making ultimately is I don't feel obligated to do that with you in the, you know, out of, I watch it because I enjoy it. I do want to support you. I do want you to do well. But I also enjoy it. I enjoy coming back. And watching you play, really just anything, because my grand point was, at the end of the day, it's got to be about your personality and like what unique perspective or commentary you can bring to it. And I always love hearing from you. Even if you're playing a game that otherwise wouldn't be very compelling to me, watching you enjoy it or hearing your perspective on it or just talking about Squirt Zero. We talk about Squirt Zero when we play together. We talk about Squirt when we play together. I just spilled on myself while I was talking about Squirt. Does that make sense? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm very rambly tonight, considering I should be focusing on this game. Serious issues in Ebisugaoka. Starting around May, Ebisugaoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be yearly warning signs of a larger earthquake to come. This place is terrible. You gotta get out of here. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse. There is a curse. It's always a curse. Have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. No, don't worry. The stinky, poisonous geyser and the impending mega earthquake are natural and normal and not ghostly consequences of a curse, so you can live peacefully and safely. These things emerging from the earth, threatening to swallow you and your family whole, or burn you alive, or poison you. They're very normal. Michi! Pinky! There's Michi's truck right ahead of us. It can fly and swim. Been talking about your Silent Hill playthrough at work even? The one that I just started? The coworkers know exactly what I'm doing right now. I get excited about your streams. That's cute. That's sweet of you. Oh. Thank you for doing that.
すいません。
I should give you some business cards to hand them.
運転手さんいませんか？ 他の道を探そう。
Or is this evil fog? I mean, it's not that thick yet.
この先に抜け道があったはず。
But this place seems pretty unpleasant. Yeah, exactly. That was my thoughts exactly. Is this how it always is, or have? Oh.
あんなひどい死に方あるわけないもの。私なら絶対に嫌。そんな家。噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
I mean, there's still people here, huh? So I don't think we've shifted yet. If this is the baseline, imagine how bad it's going to be when it is overtaken by evil fog. No wonder this girl wants to just leave. You should. Get on this bike and get out of here.
裏切り者。
サクコ。
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
車が道を塞いでてさ。
千鶴や？
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
うん。じゃあね。
裏切り者。
She seems pleasant. With a friend like that, at least, you know, makes life here tolerable, right? Igarashi Sakako. One of my friends. Just one of them. Not to be clear, not like my best one. Just one of them. She's always got her head up in the clouds. It is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time. Oh, really? A great way to get your money back in Japan, I've learned, is to kidnap her mother and threaten to kill her with knives unless she sends you the money. That's what we've learned this year. Her father is the head priest of the Senensugi Shrine in town. I didn't expect to compare this so frequently to Promised Mascot Agency, which is a game that this has functionally nothing in common with besides the fact that they're both in Japan. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during the New Year celebrations. Well, that's cute. Who doesn't like a charm? Is the fog the problem in Silent Hill, or is it just another symptom? Well, okay, we go that way, so first we go this way. I mean, I think the fog's supposed to be like a visual indicator that the town has kind of passed over into one of its like alternate states, right? Like we are now no longer in normal Silent Hill. We are in the realm that has fog in it. Which is, you know, one state. The other state is the version where like everything becomes rusty and bloody and decayed. And it's like the town falling through different dimensions almost. Other worlds. But I will be curious, right? So it is a question naturally a lot of people have had with this taking place. You know, Silent Hill typically takes place in Silent Hill, right? Not just the name of the game, It's the name of the place where a lot of the games take place. Now, they have already explored the idea that Silent Hill, the effects and the horror of Silent Hill does not necessarily have to be physically limited to the town. That was something they explored as early as Silent Hill 4. And then in some subsequent entries, mind you, all those games are the much less popular games in the series. But this is like far from the actual town itself, and also takes place before all of the other games. So it's my understanding that this will connect to the mythology of pre-existing Silent Hill stuff in some coherent and purposeful way. I don't know how apparent that will be. I don't know if those connections will be part of the main story, if there will be more environmental or like note pickups and things of that nature. I don't know if I will even like perceive when those connections get made. You know, I know a good, I would say an okay amount, a passing amount of like Silent Hill lore and things, but I wouldn't suggest I'm like a lore wizard on the subject. Silent Hill was a trauma we had within ourselves all along. I mean, a little bit. The mythology will connect means Pyramid Head is in the game. Correct. Name, Suzutani Mayumi. Last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Details of disappearance taken away. Hey, I could have worn an outfit a lot like that as a bonus. Pre-order the game and you can dress up like the missing girl. So we'll see when, how, and if this connects to the larger mythology. Hey there, buddy. I'll be right there. Mythology of Silent Hill. How obvious it'll be. It might sail right over my head. It might be very subtle. Might miss it entirely. When are they going to be finished? Little does she know, as they're working, to really make this Silent Hill game, they're working on completely destroying the street entirely so that this just falls off into an endless foggy void. And it's going to take them a long time, actually. That's not correct. Actually, it probably will take no time at all. Once the fog rolls in. Shu? She clocked him from far away. EY Shu, there's a UFO up there. And a ghost with a power drill. I think. Or maybe it's like a ray gun? Shu's been my best friend. This is the bestie. Since forever. He's my partner. Oh, shit. Got a partner? We've been having playdates for as long as I can as long as I can remember. When we played Make-Believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason it just kind of stuck. Oh, so we're not that kind of partner? Kids of the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. Okay, so they're playing Space Wars up there? Is that my first indication that this game has a UFO ending?
Yo, Aibo.
Shu.
あのさ。
うん。なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュ
シュウ君、お待たせ。ひなこもいたんだ。
Yeah, that's right.
何の話をしてたの？
None of your business.
いや、大し した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
気が紛れたよ。
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。インコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。咲子だってひな子から何か借りてるんじゃないの？
私なんかあったかな。
ねえひなこ、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。
No!
利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？
言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。
いいこと聞いた。これからは咲子に貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせるから。
そんな意地悪言わないでよ。
That's the evil fog.
ひなこ、
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
Oh yeah, if you have tryptophobia, by the way, this is going to be a tough one, my understanding. Oh dear, it's the fog monster! I've never seen a fog monster before. I've seen monsters in the fog, but not a fog monster. This game didn't waste a lot of time, eh? Ah! Bolt! Yep! Nope. No, not the evil plants! How do I make it not? Oh, maybe not. Or maybe I was supposed to. What are the rules of these plants? Oh, okay.
お姉ちゃん。
I know it hurt because I got the red vignette. Note from Shu. Hey, partner! These painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from you unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? Well, yeah, call me out. If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Red capsules. Painkillers and capsules. Release pain and raises spirits. Health and sanity.
みんな絶対無事でいてくれよ
Interesting. That's a little bit of a different way to select and use items. Quicker. Don't take it, it's Tylenol. Just let the red plants ensnare you and get inside your brain. New voice. We gotta leave the Alex Jones voice behind me. That's our new voice. Fall is such a beautiful time of year here. Yeah. No, this is normal, by the way. Do not fall for the superstitious lies that this is a result of the curse this town is suffering from. This happens every fall. The fog rolls in, and the evil red plants that kill you sprout. We got bandages coated with ointment used to stop bleeding. Okay. Greatly restores health. So are these all going to be health items and sanity items? Sanity! We have sanity effects. That's going to be new for Silent Hill. I wonder if... Well, no, the green's probably stamina. Let's see. No, it's not moving. I know what that is. I wonder how sanity will work. If it'll, like, visually impede me, or if it'll... Like, if it gets too low, I just fucking die. If RFK was an Animaniac, is that your review of that voice I did? That's fine. We got map. Oh boy. Here was something that we were spared in our survival horror adventures with Kronos. But we are checking the map. And we're checking the cleansing power of propane. Nope, just the pills on top. Just the Tylenol on top of it. I wanted to equip the propane so I could wallop demons in the head with it. Or have a barbecue. Whoa, I didn't know you were going to do that. Go back. Oh, dang it. I bet you there was a... I just know there was a prize over there. God dang it. I thought she was going to, like, comment on something she saw down here. Did I just totally blind past a ghost? I just know there was some Tylenol I could have eaten up there. Come on, girl. I'm sure this area is loaded in by now. Thank you. I will not miss the next prize.
Rinko?
So she seemed to think her sister threw down that ladder, didn't she? Junko? That's her sister? But her sister's not here. Is her sister dead? Are we in denial of the reality that she's dead? We haven't seen her since she got married or found a boyfriend. Oh, great. You're not a nurse. Put some clothes on, you degenerate. We're dodging! We're getting all the stuff back that we didn't have in Kronos. We're dodging. I do know, and again, I have not really watched footage of this, but I do know that the combat is, like, distinct to this game and a big part of it, and we are not going to be avoiding it much, from my understanding. We're dodging. If you dodge just before an enemy's attack lands, you will perform a perfect dodge. We're doing that. That might have been in Silent Hill 2 Remake. I don't remember. And recover your stamina. So the green bar was stamina. Okay. Okay, well then what? I gotta say, I thought I dodged that. I thought I did it correctly. Or maybe I had no choice. I would probably say that dodge was imperfect, though. Grabbed by enemies. You will not be able to free yourself from enemies' grasp if they successfully grab you. When grabbed by an enemy, your health and sanity will drop significantly. Be sure to stay aware of your surroundings. If you have chosen story as your difficulty level, being grabbed by enemies will not cost your current max sanity. Take a pill. Move on. There's no time. Where's a pipe or a plank? This one's not in America, so there's probably not going to be a gun. You can escape by getting out of their sights. Girl, I'm trying. Girl, I'm trying. I picked the wrong one. Go, 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 go. Did I get out of your sight? I guess maybe you just mean like if you run far enough. I still hear something. Red capsules. Go. Go, 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 go. I hear other people's footsteps or other things' footsteps. Okay, they don't follow you far, I think is the idea. I can see this being a challenging map to read and follow. I need a radio, I need an L-shaped flashlight, and I need a whacking stick right now. I do think I hear a radio coming down here. Yokon, a jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste. A bite-sized delight. Greatly restores health. Can also be used as an offering? Question mark? Offering certain items at a Hokora will allow you to receive faith. Question mark? Is faith sanity? Okay, so green is stamina. Maybe the flower meter is faith / sanity? I can't take this radio with me. It's way too big. It's very impractical. Is this just like broadcasting my home life? Imagining like walking through Silent Hill with like a boombox in order to detect monsters. And just having to put it down and like crack your knuckles when one shows up. Let's do this. That'd be very cool. I would expect a protagonist that was able to do that would not only be able to do perfect dodges, they would also probably be able to do perfect parries and combos. Little red capsule. Let's go ahead and take another red capsule, eh? Oh yeah, I love that. Local doctors note there are cases where patients see an improvement in their symptoms not by taking medicine, but rather by simply talking to a doctor. The cause of this phenomenon lies undeniably in the trust fostered between practitioner and patient. Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times, ancient pharmacists, perhaps could be said to contain a similar power to that of the local gods here. Even among the younger generations of this town, there are many who believe praying to Oinari-san will soothe pain and speed up the healing process. One's fortitude of faith is thought to have direct relation to potency. There are even some town elders who claim to have had broken bones miraculously mended after praying to Oinari-san. I see. When you said ancient pharmacists. Huh? Huh? What is it? Avoid the monsters and move ahead. Move ahead where? If they're cold. If you're cold, they're cold. Can I do this? Is this kind of game? No? What was that? What was that sound? And where am I going? Is this a dead end? Must be. Where's the yellow paint? Ancient Pharma Bros. Yeah, ladder's just decoration. Ladder don't go anywhere. Who's saying that? Who's making that sound? Crunchy boy. You are rather crunchy. I can hear you from very far away. I went that way, right? That's where the... Oh, here we go. Must go faster! Can you come up here? Let's test this out. Oh, you really? You can come up here a lot! Oh, you can come up here so much! You're exceptionally qualified to get up here. That was not what I expected. I'm gonna investigate this house instead. I figured that would be a good time to establish whether they were versatile or not, and that was the time to do that. Better than when I'm like really panicked and in a lot of danger. Thank you. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So do I have a limit on the pills? So far, I don't think so. Like how many I can carry? That was so fucked. Oh, do ya? You need a key in Silent Hill? That means I somehow already missed an item in here. The clip tool's a piece of shit. Are you trying to clip that? My clip senses were tingling as well. Oh, there's stairs. Oh yeah, that's a big time clip. That's right. Can't open it. Yokan. Yokan, do it, am I right? More red capsules. What's that? Oh. It's a bloody key. A key with unknown bloodstains. Not sure what it unlocks. Okay, I have to already pee so bad, so I'm going to get that done with, and hopefully we don't have to do it again for the rest of the night. Be right back. Yay, I came back and there's a clip. Are you trying to clip on your phone? You said it's a piece of shit, which makes me think you're using it in a way that you don't ordinarily, and I do agree. They made it worse. It wasn't as bad a couple of months ago. They changed it and made it worse. They made it like a lot more difficult that when you're doing it on your phone and you're like trying to move the sliders, because like you got to be very precise. You want to get the moment that you want, and then you still have to leave like a fraction of a second on at the end, right? Like if you're trying to end the clip on like a funny statement, one last like punctuation for it, if you had to leave a little at the end, or it cuts it off. But it's like so hard. You'll move it. You'll like try to move it like this much to the right, and then you'll be too careful, and you'll accidentally move it back this much to the left. It's so annoying. And I don't remember. I can't even remember what it used to be like now. But it was more annoying then. Or it was less annoying then. It's more annoying now! I can't think! What do you mean the key doesn't fit? What does the key go to? I can't leave! Does it go to this door? This door's open now. I used the bloody key. Get out of here! It's just a balcony! Oh, that was really well played, though, wasn't it? That was good. The way they set that up. Am I not safe? Like, you pass a locked door, you go upstairs, you find a key, your natural instinct's going to be to go downstairs to use the key. Key doesn't work on that door, and the monster's chasing. Like, that was pretty well constructed. And like the monster giving you access to the door you actually use the key on, so like it won't even register to you that there's another locked door somewhere. This isn't good. Girl, I agree. This isn't good. You know, and before I said I don't think I'm that pessimistic, but I'm even going to say this is pretty bad. I'm past not good. This is bad. Old Fox Shrine. Pills here, though. So they do keep stacking, huh? I wonder if there is a maximum. I hate that! I gotta be a perfect dodge. Can I dodge? I want to try a perfect dodge. Whoa! Was that a perfect dodge? That was a really good dodge. I don't know if that was a perfect one or if that's what a regular good dodge looks like, but good moves, Hanako. Jeez. I got an antique comb, a small hairbrush specifically made to be used in religious ceremonies. A type of offering. Yields a great deal of faith when enshrined. Okay, so we can get things. Health and sanity and exchange for faith. Use faith at a Hokora to fully restore your sanity. If you have chosen story as your action difficulty level, then you can recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting a Hokora. Use faith you've received at a Hokora to obtain Omamori. Okay. So do you want this comb? Take this comb. So is faith is faith like a currency? Am I doing faith upgrades? I'm going to keep my Yokon for now, because it greatly restores health. Draw Omamari. Receive a random Omamari. Okay, I have enough. Oh, there is like buffs. Omamari. Increases max stamina. The plum. Bonuses. Oh, this is a pre-order bonus. Omamari Peony. Slightly restores health upon picking up food items. And I got shriveled abura age. Fried tofu that became too hard and dry to be edible. Oh. Oinari-sama's favorite offering. A type of offering. Divine water. Fresh mountain water. It's said that those who drink this water will be blessed by the gods. Fully restores current max sanity and reduces sanity damage taken for a set time. Can be used as an offering. And a first aid kit. This is what you get. This was how Chronos was too. They're like, pre-ordered it and we'll give you 3 bullets. like literally that was actually how what they were offering. A box containing various medical supplies that can be used to treat wounds of all kinds. Fully restores health. Great. Thanks for the pre-order bonuses. Okay, I'll maybe keep the divine water because it has a practical usage, but the shriveled abura age is way too dry to eat. You can have it. Okay, and so I have 2 Omamari. How many can I have? Decreases enemy line of sight. Okay, great. Did I just have all of these? Great! Oh, it's right behind me. Great! Oh, equipment. Omamari. Okay, I can only equip 1? Or maybe I can unlock the ability to equip more at some point. Max stamina, enemy line of sight. I think I'm going to go for the max stamina right now on account of the fact that I'm being chased by scary things all the time. I wonder, can I switch this out? I can remove it. Okay. I was wondering if I could switch them out or if it's like permanently installed in that slot. Getting that thing where I also don't really want to run for fear of what I'm going to run into.
Rinko?
What now? What a pose, though. Girl slay. It's not me, though. Don't slay me. Alright. Let's get it on. Time to install some pipe in your fucking head. R1 to light attack. Though you won't deal much damage, you'll be able to attack more swiftly. R2 to heavy attack. Your movements will be slower, but you will deal far more damage and have a higher chance of stunning enemies. Enemies take more damage while stunned. So you get a heavy and a couple lights. Listen to this wild music, man. Locked. We're locking on. You've been locked on. You've been identified. Whoa! I dodged through. Oh, that was not a perfect dodge at all. Oh, that wasn't even really a very good dodge. You got range too, huh? And again. Oh, we're not doing ground? Listen to my guy here. With, like, the throat singing. Alright, well, I can see that's going to be something to get the hang of, and probably something that I will get irritated by at some point. Or, hey, maybe I'll get the hang of it, and it'll be no problem. The days of Silent Hill just having clunky combat are long behind us. They used to say, oh, I don't know, the combat's not very good. That's like part of the experience or something. Take pill. These days, no, man. We got perfect dodges we're locking on. And we got throat singing. Counters! Certain enemy attacks will leave them vulnerable to counterattacks. A visual hint will appear when it is possible to counterattack. When the visual hint is shown, use R2 to perform a counter. What is it? Is it that glowy thing next to the illustration? The visual hint indicating the counter is possibly visible for longer. When you are using L2 to focus. We focusing? I like the YouTube thumbnail red arrow. If no visual hint is shown during an enemy's attack, that attack cannot be countered. Additionally, hints will not appear when... I've been calling her Hanako. It's more like Hinako. Huh? Hinako? As attacking or dodging. So keep a close eye on enemies' movements. Oh, God. Okay, I have limited focus. A sanity depletes when I focus. Won't do it! Oh, fuck! Oh, it's weird. Oh, I suck at this game already! Oh, girl, you gotta step into it a little more. Ooh, that's a perfect dodge. All right, and that's interesting. Equip them to 3 different things? No, so I got the one spot up at the top. And then I have 3 of them down there. So the plum one is what's up there in the circle. So I would imagine that more circles perhaps form along this line. Previous menu? This is a weapons screen. I just got to pipe. Can't wait to get a shotgun. Actually, I didn't look, like I said, I did not watch a lot of gameplay in this. I don't think there are guns in this. Which is, I joked about it, but is, of course, more appropriate to the time and setting. But the combat of the footage that I have seen, it was all melee. And I guess that would make sense, because it seems like they have a rather sophisticated melee combat system. So I don't think we will be shooting, rootin' tootin' at all. But we will be fixing shit up. The toolkit. Portable toolkit containing commonly used tools for home repair. Restores equipped weapons to durability. Oh, weapons are breaking. Oh, man. Use toolkits to repair weapons and restore durability. Toolkits can be added to your item shortcut using down. Once a weapon's durability has been exhausted, the weapon will break and disappear. I will lose it. Toolkits can be used to restore a weapon's durability. Okay, inventory shortcut. Equip. It looks like it is already equipped, right? That's the first aid kit. And that's that. Okay, so L1 pulls this up. R1 switches to these items. So that thing over there is not... Okay, there's a lot to consider here. So focusing pulls down my sanity. I'm guessing if sanity depletes, it starts to pull down my health. I thought the moon over there was my focus, but that is my weapon's durability? A lot to consider here. Hey! Ramune. I never know. Is it Ramun or is it Ramune? I'm going to look it up right now. Dilly Tots probably knows, but I'm going to look it up. How to say Ramune? Ramune. It is Ramune. I used to sell this bullshit. The best-selling soft drink in town, and I don't know how to say it. It packs a fizzy, refreshing punch that wakes you up with one sip. Greatly restores current max sanity, or you can offer it to the gods. I don't know that I ever tried it, not once in the time that I worked at that store. It might be great. I might love it. I remember kids would buy it and then they come back in and not know how to open it, though. It's got like a certain way of opening it. Yokon. Which is made of beans, but from there it looks like a big block of Spam. Oh, okay. Get pulped. Ooh. Seems like you can do the dodges in kind of rapid succession, and you almost need to. The tells for when those things are going to attack are not super obvious. Ramune. Mister, I would like to buy some ramune. Oh, here's some more. Okay, these streets are very winding. Just making sure I'm not missing things. It was expensive, too. You should be so lucky to find it. And a box. Well, that's empty. That's great. No ramen in there. You can restore your sanity at a Hokora. Taking psychological damage will cause your sanity to decrease. Oh, I wasn't done reading that, but okay. Got that good drink. And we got that good drink. Double pipe? Dual wield the pipe? Piped up? Piped up, making you pipe down. Now wait, so... Do I want to... I don't think I want to offer any of this stuff. I think I'll keep this stuff. If we have vending machines, we could have guns. And if you live in the US, you could have vending machines with guns in them. Okay, so we got this pipe. So when that depletes, this pipe will... I'll actually lose it. It's not like... It's not like, oh, I'm gonna just have... I picked up the pipe and I have the pipe. Like, we have to maintain the pipe. Which they teach you about in health class. You gotta maintain the pipe.
Sakuko.
Yeah, she didn't really get a fair chance, huh? Like, why did she get it so hard as soon as the fog rolled in?
堅苦しい神社じゃなくて駄菓子屋の娘に生まれたかったって。ここならいつでも好きなだけお菓子が食べられるよ。おやすみ咲子。今日はもう閉店だよ。咲子、私やっぱり咲子との約束守りたいよ。
Oh shit. Okay, here we go. The monsters. Oh, I should have done it again. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, I'm out of stamina. That should do the trick, right? There's more. Help. Help. Oh! Don't like two, don't like two. Oh, man. Oh, I'm in it. Stop. Stop. Oh. Ah. It's going poorly. Get out of it. Ah! Damn it! I can't attack! Oh, the stamina thing is fucky. Ugh! Get him, girl. Are we now going to worse Silent Hill? Yay, I got a trophy surrounded by fog. The baby bird takes her first steps. I wonder if it'll be like rusty, bloody over Otherworld or a new thing. Oh, now I have no pipes. I was going to repair a pipe, but now I have no pipes. And what if you found out she was totally savable if you were quicker? I'd be very upset. I was too busy rummaging through boxes for Ramune. Thy restless heart betrays thee, is unfit for this auspicious day. It's about to be a puzzle. Thou must first pay respect to the gods and the spirits of thine ancestors. A restless heart leads to a corrupt soul. Only through sufficient offerings laid upon many stands may thy soul be cleansed. Altar. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay, hold on. We're doing this, huh? Are we doing this, or do we have to go do something else first? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are 5 things. So we are getting the order. Thy restless heart betrays thee as unfit. Only through sufficient offerings laid upon many stands must... okay. Not really any clues in there, as far as I could tell. Pick up. Can rotate. Oh. Oh, look at this. Hey, put me down. Hey. Is there... Looking at like the print, that red and gold. Is that something? Does that match something up there? Let's rotate something else. These are leaves, right? It's got leaves. It's wrapped in leaves. So maybe you do go there. What's your deal? Maybe you go here? What's on you? Okay, you've got that going. No, that seems like you do go there. It seems like you maybe go on the first one. So maybe you go here, flower, and then you, and then what you got on you? You got... Okay, I think you were actually on the right one too. Some of these actually lined up. And then you... I don't think you, like, perfectly... Oh, wait, no, you go on that one. You go on this one. And then you go on this one. Bingo. I thought it was going to be the very classic Silent Hill thing of like, here is a poem. We're referencing these items. The poem tells you what order to put them in. Did we time travel? I've had enough of that this month, thank you very much. Nothing good could come of it. I told you, nothing good would come of this. Just leave the Grand Hall. I'm going crazy. Traveler, we meet again.
おはよう。悪い夢にうなされていたかな。
悪い。
Hot?
怪我はないか。
He's hot?
怪我をするようなことは私がする。君は体を大事にしなさい。
Furry stream?
それでは行こうか、ひなこ。
That's a proto fursuit, just the mask.
どこ？
どうした？こっちだ。
That character designed to me...
なの。
He just called Fox Mask. That character to me was like one of the first really strikingly like not traditional Silent Hill things I've seen in the game so far. And that's fine, that's not a bad thing. That's just that I would, if you just show me that character, I would never guess that was a character from a Silent Hill game based on this, the history of the series. Especially on the count of the fact that he's really hot. Seems like. Not to say Eddie wasn't hot, you know. He was a tall glass of water. He was a tall liter of cola, that Eddie. Speaking of liters of cola. Yo ho ho and a bottle of Crown. I hope not. Hope he didn't have a bottle of Crown. Otherwise, you're going to be falling asleep on the couch. You're not going to be able to get up. You got one? You should probably leave it there. Oh, I can run. And I will. Because I don't have pipes. Right? So... I'm safe. Come back. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm coming. You could actually, you could be a gentleman and wait for me. Looked like he kind of disappeared back there. Hey, is there any, oh, girl. I bet there was a prize back there. I don't care if we're in the other world. I like the one bottom right. Top right's pretty freaky too. Oh. 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 Oh no, what's all of this? These are all pretty cool. What's all of this about? Mister, if you're behind some kind of door with symbols on it or like little objects I can move around, I'll consider that very rude. Yokai. Come on! Follow me! Kayakin, a beautiful dagger used for ceremonial purposes. The blade has been intentionally dulled, so it doesn't make the best weapon. Well, that sucks, because I was about to stab these freaks. However, it does seem surprisingly durable. Oh, it is a weapon. Better back up. I thought that was just going to suggest that it was like an item and not a weapon. The Inari statue's laughing? Creepy. Stop laughing at me. Great, that means I am going to have to fight stuff. I thought we'd be spared the burden of combat in this world. I thought we were just going to get to go on a atmospheric trapeze with this foxman. Yeah, probably unbreakable. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Something I can use if all my more capable weapons break. That makes sense. So we definitely want to avoid that from happening, though. Though there is a lot of satisfaction in being like, yow! When will I get a sword? Do I have any interest in Death Stranding? I do. I've kind of circled the idea of playing it before. I'm a little hesitant because I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. I understand that it's the people who like it love it, right? But I also understand it's kind of challenging and very, very unique in its gameplay. I've come kind of close to streaming it a few times. It may still be something I would try out before the end of the year, the first one. By the way, another trailer came out for Kojima's next game, his horror game, OD. I'm really curious in that. As far as I know right now, it still has not been said to come to PlayStation, but the concept of an Xbox exclusive is withering away, and the latest trailer said something like for all screamers and gamers or something like that. Which I was like, well, that kind of sounds like you're going to probably put it out on everything eventually. Maybe it'll be like a timed exclusive on Xbox. But the thing oh, never mind, hold on. Yeah, laugh it up, Bozo. Fox mask. Fox die. A mysterious man who wears a fox mask. He never takes it off. So I feel I have yet to see his true self. He has such a refined air about him. I think he must come from a very well-off family. For whatever reason, he seems to know me well and treats me kindly. He's almost like a prince from a fairy tale. In fact, this whole situation is like a story from a book. Who are you? And why are you leading me down this path? She's having a really weird day. You know, I feel like there's more questions that could be asked beyond that. You're having a really weird day, miss. Death Stranding is something I'm interested in the story / seeing what it's about, but I don't think I like playing it, but I'm sure I'd like watching you play it. I have no idea what those games are about, really. You know, because those are like Kojima, like off the leash, right? Like nobody's stopping him. He's forging ahead, doing whatever he wants, so they're just like way out there. I'm curious though. I've checked a few times. It doesn't seem like the original Death Stranding goes on sale a whole lot, or at least not like a deep sale. But it's definitely something I'd like to try out. I understand it's a pretty long game and can be like a game you could play pretty casually. It has like an online component to it. So it's probably one of those things where if I like it and get into it, I would end up playing a bunch of it off stream. I don't know. Mads Mikkelsen's in it. That's a good enough reason. I love my boy Maz. But OD, so where I was going with OD is apparently I don't know what this means, but Kojima said he wants to, because Kojima is now so famous through Death Stranding, he like befriends these famous actors. He loves Hollywood actors and he befriends them and then like is quick to bring them in and like scan them, like get a digital copy of them so he can put them in his games. It's like become a joke at this point, but he's like, I want to be the first developer to scan a ghost. He's like, I'm trying to scan a ghost and put it in a game. And it seems like it's an ongoing thing he's trying to do. And according to him, I'm paraphrasing because I also just kind of read like quotes taken out of whatever this interview was. But apparently he had like, he like, by his own perspective, has recorded audio of a ghost that had haunted their studios, like the building they used to use, and he's put the audio of that ghost in OD. Like he's genuinely trying to make like a haunted fucking game. Or no, he's not trying to make a haunted game, because the point he also made was then they like visited a shrine to like try to make sure the experience was like cleansed, so he didn't actually distribute a curse or a ghost or a haunting via this game. And I'm like, this is, you know what? Fuck it. Get a ghost. I don't care. Scan a ghost. You know, I don't care, man. On the track we're going, if you want to make a haunted video game and distribute it, let's do it. Let's do it. And you know, kudos to him. You know, you could easily make an AI ghost, but he said, I'm gonna hire a real ghost and put in my game. I don't know what any of that shit means, but if he's into it and he believes in it, I'm like, scan a ghost. What does that mean? If anybody's going to figure it out, it's going to be you, Hideo Kojima. Scrap of paper. Mom, Dad, I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I never made it up to you for being such a horrible daughter. I didn't deserve to have you as my parents. I guess I'm getting what I deserve. They're also, like, so in the trailer for OD that they released too, there's like text at the start and a bunch of it's redacted, and people have been trying to figure out the parts that were redacted. But if the theories are correct, it seems to imply that, like, so obviously PT was, you know, this phenomenon, and Silent Hills never got made, but, you know, the legacy of PT and Silent Hills is deep. And people, there was like theorized that he had like scanned a haunted building that was like somehow relevant to PT, and like the building is also in OD. He's getting on some crazy high concept stuff, but like I love it. Whatever any of that means, I love that there's somebody crazy enough to try, where he's like, it's not enough for me to just make a scary game. I need to like pull real world supernatural entities and get them in the game to complete my vision. I'm going to scan in haunted buildings and ghosts, and I'm going to record audio of ghosts and put it in the game. Also, Hunter Schafer. The two things he loves the most: ghosts and Hunter Schafer. Alright, I'm going. I've heard that it can be boring, not in a bad way, and that it's very weird. I've also heard that some people find it a little too mundane. I think it's a lot of like sort of just atmospheric exploration, because it's got like a very unique... Okay, I'm sorry, girl. I'm trying to find stuff. It's got like a very unique gameplay loop of like delivering packages and, you know, like exploring and delivering packages to people. So yeah, I that was what I was saying, is like, I understand it didn't click for everybody, but those it clicked for, they really loved it. I don't know if I would like it or not. It's my hesitancy. It's why I'd love to pick it up on sale, you know, so I don't buy like a full price game and then find I don't really like it. But then if I do like it, you know, we can get the second one too. I know even less about the second one. Yokan. I'm still going to keep all this stuff. I got to remind myself. So, Ramune, max sanity. Currently restores max sanity. Fully restores max sanity. Reduces sanity damage. It's going to be hard to remember like what these all do in the heat of being attacked by a terrible freak. This is a health. These are sanities. This is health. And these are health. And I have all of them on my quick bar. Not the whole. No, that is holy water. Yeah. I have pills, bandage, the bean brick, holy water, and ramenes on this one. Okay. In the heat of the freak. How about Avatar Fire and Ash trailer though? I didn't watch it. I haven't seen it, so I have no thoughts. Hints. I think I'm missing something. Is this relate? These are the symbols of the yokai, right? I feel like I've seen this before. So do I have to go back and look at the backs of those? How will I know which ones are right? I'm probably going to get attacked by something if I go back. Oh, they do this and then this? Look for any hints. So I'm going backwards. Just because I'm going back to where I was already doesn't mean you have permission to be mean to me. Okay. Oh, is it just missing an object? Well, I got things I can move around, so I'm going to need to know what symbols. I don't think so. Unless maybe one can go between these two. How am I going to remember those symbols? And how am I going to know what order to put them in? No, I've not watched anything related to the new Avatar trailer yet. Including your reaction, I'm sorry to tell you. Oh, what's this? As I pass into the world of the dead, I pray only that I do not pass through the gates of hell. Please hear my prayer. I was too busy today trying not to pull my fucking hair out of my scalp. But maybe I'll find time to watch the new Avatar trailer. Tomorrow. Oh! Divine water. Oh. Lightning cast down from the heavens split asunder the decayed tree. From the earth grows kudzu, the prophet of eternal prosperity. Stop. Stop! Stop! I don't feel properly equipped to deal with this. Oh, he can't see. Yay! Find the correct EMA. Are you kidding me? What do you mean? Stop! Oh my God! Dodge, girl, dodge. I think. How could I find the correct thing? What is happening? I think you can see me. I think? I thought it was gonna be a thing where like, oh, be quiet, but you are very aware of where I am. And you're doing combos and I have no stamina. What is... How could I possibly have time to find the right thing? What do you mean? Can't see shit. Okay. I have the lantern, but boy howdy, I cannot see anything. I just need to, like, break line of sight now? Does it see me? I don't feel that combat with this thing is advisable. Tylenol. Maybe don't have the lantern out? It seemed to me like that everything about that design in the cutscene made me think like this is gonna be a how on earth am I supposed to know what the right one is? Something must be off. Okay. Something must be off. Okay, well, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? What do you mean something's off? Find the correct am I just gonna know it when I see it? Kind of deal? That's not it. She's just gonna know it when she sees it? You sound really close, and I still don't know where you are. Did I get something wrong? Clues? Do I have clues? I don't have clues. Got new info about Rinko. One of my friends. She's really put together. Did I just miss this earlier? She has a crush on Shu. I told her I was all for it, but if she can't get used to the idea of rolling around in the dirt and catching insects for fun, she might have a tough time. Me. Unlike my sister Junko, who was always the golden child, I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I never listened to a single word they say. I'd make my mom cry and dad furious. But Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. That's why I love my sister and have always done what she's asked of me, or at least I've tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in that house a little more bearable. That is, of course, until she got married. Okay, anyway! What were you saying I should look in here? Lightning cast, I mean, that's... Lightning cast down... No, that's not it. Altar. No, that's not it either. We already did that. Is that... Am I looking at something with lightning and kudzu growing from the earth? That one? This cat? Wait, the cat is right? It's not working. It wasn't right. This looks like maybe what they're... Is there like a distinct one I should be looking for? Oh, there's monsters. A monster that appears to be lumps of flesh stitched together. It approaches me with an unsettling smile when it catches sight of me. It's covered all over with sickening wounds. I wonder if it wants to hurt me the same way it was hurt. A monster restrained by chains and shackles. I wonder if it was imprisoned and tortured. It seems to be searching for me by sound rather than sight. Should be mindful of my footsteps. I did have that right. But, like, not moving wasn't proving very productive either. It was all over me. And I don't know where it is now. I guess I'm just not being loud enough to make it come over here. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what. It's not working. Oh, is that it? There's lightning. Oh, okay. So it is. So I need to memorize that symbol? This one looks like a pause symbol in a circle. Do I need to find... Can I just find them all here? Or do I have to go find... Oh, it puts them in the journal. Thank you so much. From the earth grows kudzu, the crop of eternal prosperity. So then what I'm wondering is... Oh, I can't look at any of these anymore, so now there must be another one. And so if I go this way, I can find another clue up there. There you are. I think I need to get past you. I think I need to hang a right and get past you. Be listening. I think you're going exactly the way... Well, no, maybe not. I think... Go this way. I don't know where you are. Are you listening? Oop, I'm gonna scoot right past you. Okay, so wait, that is the... That's where I'm taking this, right? That's where I need to do this at. So I've got to find another area where they'll be. The way it was highlighted on my map made me think. Well, let's take another peek at it, I guess. Yeah, we must be missing because we need 3. So we must have to get the last one, potentially, too. Yeah, I don't think I can fight that thing. That's the vibe I'm getting. So we've been all these places. It looks like maybe there's something to the left there that we haven't done yet. Just waiting for that fucker to vault in anytime now from wherever he was. I don't believe he'll just be staying there. Unless I'm wrong and all the ones I'm supposed to find are in that area, but it didn't look like I was able to select them anymore. What's so funny? Must have had something in its mouth? Oh. You know, he could have been a little more helpful. I didn't really like the way he just took off. Left me to do this. I just got here. Okay, here's some more. Gotta go ahead and start walking slowly. Yep. Where are you at? Oh, he's all the way over there. Okay, well... Do we get another hint? Mom, Dad, I don't think I'll make it home. I just wish I could see you one last time. Mayumi. Like another... Is it what this is? Nope, Divine Water. Am I using the same... story? I can't flip these over either, I don't think. Oh, yes I can. Oh, there we go. Boom! I picked that one because that looked like... Yeah, that's the kudzu. Okay, we are using the same... So we have lightning. Kudzu's last, so... Maybe the tree. Hey, brother. Alright, you can't see, so it's fine for me to use this, yeah? Still don't know where you are. Tree. Tree, maybe? Or just one we haven't really seen before? Oh, a bloodstained letter! For those who have yet to abandon hope, I have hidden the Omamari that protects against evil behind the Ima at... I can attest to its efficacy, however, no power is absolute. You must remain vigilant. This heirloom belonged to my grandmother, and now I pass it on to you. I do not think I have much use for it now. Omamari protects against evil behind the Ima at... Great. Tree. Oh, I got the dial. And the symbol. Terrific. Okay, I'm going to walk very patiently back. I might go the other way, though. I might walk patiently back this way. And a matter of fact, that might be the smarter thing to do. Oh, you! Alright. It's like that, eh? I do think this is probably the faster path, so... Stop. Stop copying me. Stop it! You're not Pyramid Head! You never will be! Leave me alone! Get a job! Leave her alone! Okay, okay. Oh wait, this isn't where... This is not it. No, this is not it! This is the wrong place. Okay. I need to go further. Off you go. That's fine. Yep. Keep going that way. That's right. That's the door I'd use it on. Do fuck off into that good night. Man, if Kojima scans a ghost into a game, I bet you that's gonna be a really hard boss fight. You know? I don't know where that Omamari is. Your letter was very inconclusive. It was stained with too much blood and money? Bandage. Thought it was like a nice wad there. Could use that at a vending machine to get a cookie. Or perhaps a slushie. Though we are converted over to spooky season, to be clear, I definitely want to make sure we get to play more Abiotic Factor before too long, because I really enjoy playing that with y'all. Which, like, maybe spooky's not the word, but, you know, it can get pretty freaky, at least in Flat Hill. Freaky in Flat Hill, my new novella. Okay, we got that in there. Pause symbol, plus symbol, square with kind of like a TJ going through it. That one. Don't worry, lady. We're gonna look over here first. Just in case, that's where the hidden doodad is. Nope. Hidden doodad? Nope. Okay. I'm so listless in it, though. I'm just chaffing the wind. I hope Meta feels like doing the main quest. Oh, I'm there, right? I'm right there with you. I didn't perceive that you were having that experience. But I joked earlier, it is true, watching your clip where we were talking about Squirt Zero, I realized you were doing the thing that I often find myself doing, which is just sort of pacing around our base. That's why I got into the habit of, like, I keep going back from the fridge and throwing the meat on the skillet and then, like, back and forth, because then, like, at least that could have some practical use. But then I did it so much that Meta's like, oh, I need the raw meat for the soup. So I'm like, damn it. In trying to be helpful, in a very childish way, I've sabotaged us, and now he can't make soup because I've cooked all the meat. But I have the same thing. And if we did not have Meta, right, like somebody who really understands the game and can sort of offhandedly guide us through it, be like, okay, this is the next goal, but to get there, we're going to need one of these, so we can just start getting the pieces for it. Now it's like, I don't think I'd ever make heads or tails of that game on my own. Like, I would routinely be getting lost and be underprepared and underleveled for areas. So I don't mind, like somebody else taking charge of it, but I do have that sensation sometimes of like, I am doing nothing. I am being useless. I am just being like piggybacked up the mountain and he's doing all of the climbing. I am almost always just sprinting around and doing laps while I'm encumbered to build strength. Yeah, it's, you can find something to do. It's not a bad idea. It's, I had messaged you guys in the Discord that the next morning I took on the task of packaging up all of our water coolers, taking them to the pool, filling them up with water, bringing them back to the base, boiling all the tainted water. And as I was doing it, I was like, maybe I should have left this for the next stream, because then I at least would have had something to do. Though I think we're in a spot where it's like, at least right now, we're in a spot that when we go to play it next time, like we're able to go to the goal and complete the goal. So there may not be as much busy work for at least a time. Give me that key.
受け取ってもらえて嬉しい。淡雪の宝玉より削り出して作った君のための鍵だ。
私のために。
その鍵を稲荷像に。
What? Then what? Exactly. Don't trust the fox mask? Yeah, I could have told you that. Are we just running? Are we just running? That's not how to get there, is it? Oh! How do I get there? I forgot. Wait, there's all the boards are gone. How do I get there? How do I get there? Great. Yeah, great. Perfect dodge. Oh, there's ground here. For some reason, I thought there wasn't any ground there. Oh, really? Oh, really? Miss me with this quiet place shit, man.
先ほどの扉は客人を招くためのものだ。だがこちらの扉は聖域へ入ることを許された者にしか開かれない。
私は入っていいの？
もちろんだとも。君を招くために今日がある。まだ少し歩かねばならないが、しばし休もうか。
大丈夫です。
疲れたらすぐに言いなさい。
I need a break.
では行こうか。
Dog, why did you do that to me? Was that a prank? I hate it here. I got a trophy. The fox's guidance. The fox watches over the chicken coop.
ひなこ、しっかりしろ。返事をしろ。よかった。お前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな。
シュウはまだ生きてる。
サクコは無事だよな。一体どうなってんだ。街から誰もいなくなってる。これは悪い夢なのか。
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、そのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ。
Alright, partner.
リンコは？
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで別にその。
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い。俺も混乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺もリンコの姿は見てない。
こんな状況でリンコはどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ、相棒。
Yeah, let me just grab my pipe real quick. Hey, fellas, can you wait for me? Y'all like to just jet off. Oh, hey.
どうした？
Never mind.
早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
Alright, I'm sorry. I understood. Everyone throwing around the partner. Well, he is the partner. He's the howdy partner. He seems like a real one. Yeah, he was the one with the Alien Space Wars howdy partner. Shu's always had a vast knowledge of plants and flowers, so his nickname came to be Professor Horticulture. That's not a good nickname. Sorry. He has so many aspirations for his future. He wants to be a gardener, herbalist, Matsutake farmer, and a member of the Space Army. Yeah, I get that, though. That's pretty cool. There's definitely a UFO ending for this game, isn't there? Shu comes from a long line of pharmacists, with his grandmother still working as one. Talk about an ancient pharmacist. Following the war, a town doctor was finally able to open an actual practice. Before that, the Iwais were said to have been stand-in doctors. As Shu was a grandma's boy, he spent a lot of time learning about various types of plants, flowers, and medicinal herbs that seemed to have sparked his interest in medicine, which eventually led to him learning first aid. It seems that he was interested in learning first aid because of his family lineage as pharmacist and to fulfill his duty of being a member of the Space Army. Is the Space Army real? Is this new lore unlocked? I thought the Space Army was the childhood thing. Sounds like he was going to be in the Space Army. Alright, gotta find Rinko. I wonder if we're having normal Silent Hill behavior of everyone experiencing different shit, or if we're sharing our fog experiences. That's a question worth asking. This also has the interesting wrinkle of being different from other Silent Hill games in that typically you're a protagonist who's gone to the town of Silent Hill, so the people you meet are all the fucking weirdos who have also gone to Silent Hill for one reason or another. Whereas this, we're in a familiar place that's been turned unfamiliar, and we, at least with Shu, and potentially Rinko, these are people that we know and have history with, and so we're not like, we have a familiar conversation, and, have like a history, and we're bonding and stuff, and it's like, it's different than fighting Eddie puking in the toilet, and, or being like, what the hell is Angela talking about? I'll tell you this, I gotta pee again. I'm gonna go do it real quick and I'll be right back. That's what I get for slamming 2 LaCroix before I got started. Alright, sorry. I'm back. Hopefully it's the last break we take. By the way, got my glow-in-the-dark Bucky's Halloween shirt on. Gotta love that. And I'm getting kind of a headache, so in the spirit of Silent Hill F, let's take some Tylenol. Good thing I'm not pregnant, am I right? Alright. Usually this would be right about when we wrap up anyway, but not tonight. I'm going to go a little further. Both because I want to play more of this game, but also I don't really feel like going to bed. quite yet, because when I go to bed, that means I'm going to wake up and have to go to work. You know how that is. Isn't that fun? And when you're so busy, it just feels like the time in between working is like a blip. And you just feel like, fuck, my existence is doing this work all the time. So sometimes you have to prolong the time that you get between work, even though I don't think I've gotten a good night's rest all week. So it's, you know, it's inadvisable, but I'm still going to do it. When focusing with L2, this also flew by for me. I think we already know this, right? Your sanity will slowly deplete while your gauge fills up. Your max sanity will decrease if you are attacked while using focus. Okay, once your focus gauge is full, use R1 to perform a okay, this is new. A focus attack. This is going to be tricky for me, honestly, to remember all this. Once your focus gauge is full, use R1 to perform a focus attack. Your current max sanity will decrease, but you will unleash a devastating attack that varies with each weapon. Okay, but what about my sanity? You can use items such as Ramune and Divine Water, or visit Hokora and choose Clear Mind to restore your current max sanity. If you chose the story as your action difficulty level, you can restore both your health and sanity without using Faith by visiting Hokora. Okay, we're gonna do it. It's a tutorial one. I regret to inform you that you are a tutorial enemy, and it is my specific goal to fuck you up. Get fucked! Okay, that's easy enough, I suppose. That explains some of the different meters and gauges I have down there I was trying to figure out. Shoo, brother, where'd you go? I thought you were going to wait up for me. Ramune, so now I should probably drink Ramune? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see you stepping over there. You goofy ass walk. So I think we're gonna have to go the other way, but I just have to see what's over here. Real men drink Otori beer. Where? Okay, there. The enemies in this game walk very loudly. Where's this taking us? All this seems... Dual... I'm definitely still kind of in the state where I don't really want to do combat if I can avoid it, because I feel really bad at it right now. I think I'll need to get out of that. Feeling though, because this seems like a game and where you'll need to do a lot of combat. Local doctors note, traditionally the residents of this town have long relied on folk medicine for medical care. Even to this day, a number of the more elderly members of the community still turn to herbal remedies over modern medicine. Too many times do I get these older patients come to me only after exhausting the usefulness of their traditional remedies. I just wish they would come to me sooner before it is too late for them. I was given the chance to discuss my concerns with one of the EOIs, a family who have stood as the town's physicians for generations, and to my pleasant surprise, they asked if I would give some talks to educate the elderly on modern medicine. I want to respect local traditions as best I can, though. After all, folk medicine and modern medicine are just two sides of the same coin. I believe they can and should coexist with each other. a lot of interest in medicine and and like tradition, and it's coming up a lot already. Okay, I do have my inventory is maxed, so I lost for good. Okay. Well, no then. Okay. I'll just leave it there. I'm maxed out on my divine water, and it didn't seem like there's much reason to use it. Though you might fucking give me a reason if you come in here. And you're over there. Not a real easy path out of this one, huh? Okay, we're not going over there. Did you go back this way? Okay. Okay, what's up here? Because again, I think the proper path is back there. First aid kit. We're full up though. Can only carry one first aid kit. Should I replace this single Yokon? I mean, what I should really do is find a shrine. Hello? What a creepy scarecrow. Yeah, that's what's creepy. What I really should do is find a shrine and, like, sell the bean brick. And then go get that. Or I can get in combat, get injured, use a health item, and go get it. Right? Where are you going? Still? Oh, you guys are stronger. I'm surprised you could... Pyramid Head confirmed. That was quite a lot of hits. You want to be a bean brick? Higashi. An assortment of small fruit-flavored candies that melt in your mouth. Fully restore stamina and prevent stamina consumption for a set period of time. It can also be used as an offering. But I don't have room for it! I'd much rather have candy. Well, now I guess I could take a thing that restores my sanity, right? But I only have so many spots, so like taking the Ramune wouldn't help this situation because I'd still have a Ramune in that spot. Oop, sorry. What is... Wait, so what... How do I know... Okay, this pipe is almost broken, so... Right. Pipe fix. Take that. And I'm noticing... I'll use this pipe first. I'm noticing I do not have that dagger. I thought we'd take it with us back here, so... That theory might still be correct in that we have, like, kind of a last resort weapon. But it looks like it only works in the other world. Ama, a wooden plaque. Place it back in a Hokora after writing your wishes. Okay, I was gonna... So... Did that... take up a spot in my inventory, or that doesn't count? You can use a blank Ima and Faith to pray at Hokora and increase your max health, stamina, and sanity. You can also increase the number of Omamari you can equip at the same time. Oh, awesome. Oh, wait, we can. Okay, so the Faith is not just used to draw an Omamari. We can use it to upgrade stuff. Okay, interesting. So you take... Where's that thing I just got? Wait, how does it work? Pray. Oh, I need enough faith and an AMA. I see. Okay. So, do you want one of these bricks? Thank you so much. We need 500? Damn, brother. That's a lot of faith. But, as they say, you do gotta have it. I'll be safe. This has shades of Onimusha in it, which I was not expecting. Was that right? I never played Onimusha. But I'm definitely open to that one some point, too. Especially because they're... Are they No, they're making a new one. They're making a new one. It's not a remake. But they remastered the original one and are remastering the second one, and they're making a new one.
なんだ相棒。
今のこの状況、いつまでも宇宙船総合行していたい。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の頬くらい自分でつねれる。
He got a bat. I want a bat.
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
Hey man, can we like walk together? Space Wars! Oh, I know I keep saying it, but there's gotta be a Space Wars UFO ending for sure. Which typically is the kind of thing you can only get on a repeat playthrough. This is a game that Shu and I played together when we were kids. Basically, aliens known as the Galactic Imperium would arrive in UFOs in droves, and we would fight them to protect the town. Playmates would come and go. We called them new recruits and fallen ones, respectively. And in the end, Shu and I were the only ones left standing to combat the Galactic Imperium. I love that it appears that you're going to have more lore on this as the game proceeds. Hote-sama. What's this? Agura no Hote-sama. A clear medicinal infusion with a deep red color. This natural remedy is a traditional folk medicine used to alleviate and offer pain relief and can either be ingested or applied to the affected area. It is known in Ebisugoka as Agura no Hote-sama, or Hote-sama's cure, and is still favored by a small minority of the town's elderly population who has a distaste for modern medicine. Doll. Celluloid doll. It looks like a doll that I had when I was young. I don't have mine anymore, but there was a time when it felt like a friend to me. In my opinion, a doll is a toy for girls. Because of this, I always felt like my doll was telling me when I should act more like a girl when I was playing with it. One day I was told by a girl that I couldn't play house with the other girls because I also hung out with the boys. From that day on, I didn't want to play with the girls anymore, and so I threw the doll away. See you later. Good for nothing. Chizuruya General Store. It might have started as a general store, but we've come to call it the candy store because half of what it sells is just snacks and toys. It's where all the kids hang out. My friends and I also meet up there, though we usually just sit outside and chat. Hey, yo, fuck medicine, though. Reject medicine. Reject modern medicine. Allow the red evil vines to ensnare you. Good!
Sensei, いますか?
Hey! Whoa! You're a crazy one! You know, in contrast to the really chill ones I've been meeting. Yeah! Dang, dog, my pipe's all bent up now. You got my pipe bent all out of shape here. Is there anything even over here? Have I been here? Oh. Red finds in Tylenol the most autistic combo. Oh. Yeah, lady, I get it too. I hate when I have to wake up. That's me right there at about 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. And when that alarm goes off, I'm going to be looking to get into a pipe fight. Are you extinguished? I think you might be dispatched. I'm going to leave you be. I'm going to let you sleep in. Oh.
Sensei, desu ka?
Okay. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be in here. I'm gonna need to find another pipe soon. I have a... This one's gonna break. I have another, but... Wouldn't say no to a third. Or a frying pan! Kudzu tea. Slightly thick drink made by dissolving kudzu powder in water. In this region, ginger and freshly pressed juice are added to enrich the flavor. Freeze it before drinking. Slowly restores health and current max sanity for a set time. Can also be used as an offering. What? It's very dynamic. Oh, it just opened, and I'm so glad it did! Oh, I can't wait to see what's in the other compartments! I didn't think it was going to open. I thought it was going to be a key. Oh, there is a key. It goes to a drawer. I like that she did not audibly react at all to that. Soup's on! Arare, a small, crispy rice cracker. Its pleasant crunch makes it never boring to eat. Slightly restores health. The effect increases when used continuously. It can also be used as an offering. Why, I just keep munching on? I can't hold anymore. Damn limited inventory in a survival horror game. That's kind of new. Right? Limited inventory. At least, really, my just going off my most recent memory of Silent Hill 2 Remake, like, limited inventory wasn't really a concern in that game. You could just kind of pack right all that shit everywhere you went. I haven't seen a box or storage. Yeah, I don't know that that's going to be a thing in this. I've seen this box, but it's full of eyeballs and scissors. There's no room for my things in there. Also, thank you for that clip. Once again. Giving me one less thing to do. There's a drawer that we can open with this key. Lock's broken. Okay, well... Aww, you freak. You bitch-ass freak. Of course. I should have known. Local doctor's note. Even now, the trust given to the long-standing physicians of the Iwai family is unshakably strong. When I spoke to the eldest working member of their family at a gathering, I was astonished by their outstanding bounty of knowledge. Though as they discussed the details of their practices with me, I got the hint that they might still be using controlled substances in their treatment. However, I think it best that I look the other way in this situation. While it is now illegal to produce the cloudy rice wine known as Doburoku, that feels right, Doburoku. People across Japan were once free to make it as they needed. Perhaps operating within the gray area of legislation between traditional and modern medicine has always been the role of local physicians here. Okay. I don't think that was what the key went to, though. That spooked me. That got me. Yes, of course someone's there. The scary thing is gone. Aren't you paying attention? Well, maybe it went out the window. Claw marks. Can we take a closer look at this? Because that might be the freakiest thing in the game. We're just going to leave that be. Omamari Pine increases max health. I bet I could use that. Although, I don't know. Stamina... With the combat application, stamina seems pretty damn valuable. With the dodges and such. Autopsy report. Undetermined cause of death. Undetermined COD case 09. Body was astonishingly malnourished and the calvarium had split open like it had burst from the inside. The cranial bones had been hollowed out and filled with insect eggs. Later identified as belonging to various species including locusts, grasshoppers, and crickets. It was a suicide. No evidence to suggest that they were put there by human hand. Oh, natural causes. Seemed to be planted by insects naturally. It was natural! Highly unusual behavior considering the current harsh winter temperatures. Yet another corpse to come through with an inexplicable COD. At least this one was easier to stomach than case 08. All bodies with unexplainable causes of death are kept secret and swiftly handed over to the police department. In turn, the police department immediately disposes of such bodies without so much as a customary glance. Well, that's not a very good practice. How are you going to figure anything out? Okay. Capsule case. Box for over-the-counter antipyretics. Should I look at this? Am I going to get a bad ending if I looked at that? I was looking to see if I still have the key I found. In case I did in fact use it on one of those drawers. There was no animation suggesting as much, but there's no other drawers to be found. I knew it! I didn't believe it! I did not believe that you were actually gone. Oh, I'm forgetting how to play the game. I'm panicking and forgetting how to play the game. Yep, it's happening. It's happening. Get me out of this room. Oh, I'm having a bad time. I'm dead. I should have just left. I shouldn't have bothered. Alright, where's that put me? Does it put me on my last manual save? Oh no, there was a checkpoint in here somewhere. I knew that thing wasn't gone. That's not how these games work. Send up more shit for Fate to have room to grab new shit. I guess so, yeah. It just, you don't get much back for this stuff. Is there, I mean, I'm pretty full up on everything right now. Alright, let's just do it. She almost got me. To the pipe break? It says it'll break. Maybe it's. I guess it still hasn't quite broken yet. Maybe I shouldn't want it to break, huh? Maybe I should be hanging on to that and using this pipe. Dobroku is unfiltered sake made with molds that you need a license to manufacture. I'm too old for that shit now. I can't be drinking that stuff. I can't be drinking that mold wine. Okay, we've been in here. I can't hang like that anymore. Well, I don't know that there is a drawer to open. I guess we must have opened it and it didn't make a big deal out of it. How did I get in here in the first place? Oh, I climbed up a ladder. Right? I did get the key, right? Let's make sure I'm not crazy here. Yeah, I got the key. Okay. And this was all bonus, I think. I wasn't even supposed to be in here. Kachu Kamazake is a very early sake that's made from rice people chew up and spit into huge vat/buckets, and the enzymes in our spit break the starches into sugars, and the mash ferments in its spit boobs. I looked in the wrong drawer. I think regardless, I got it before I died, right? I picked it up. Yeah. I just figured there'd be like an animation or like a sound of a like key turning or something. Just want to make sure I didn't miss it. I went through the trouble of coming in here. I could go through the trouble of going back to that shrine and giving stuff to it and then coming back and getting the stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do all that right now. I don't quite have the, like, survival horror bug for that behavior at this point in time. Is this where I'm going? Is the red path meant to indicate that's where I'm going? I'm a little in... Somebody else is walking. I'm a little intimidated by this area. It's pretty confusing. And a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. And of course there's the fog and the monsters of it all. Wow, like, look how much keeps opening up. What's the box? What's in the box? Oh, wait. That's the box we opened. There's eyeballs and scissors in the box. That's what's in the box. Aren't you glad you asked? Somebody else is walking. Bandage. Well, can't take the bandage. Yeah, so I guess that's the thing. You just kind of have to figure out what the expectation is, right? So maybe I'm not meant to be so precious with the items I'm picking up. You know, if I get to a shrine, is this one? No, I mean, yes, I think it is, but it's not that kind of shrine. If I get to one and my like health and sanity and stamina are good, like, don't be shy about trading some stuff in. And yeah, it's not been that sparing about what it gives to me. Look, I got some more delicious snacks. Oh my god. Depending on where we leave off, this totally is the kind of thing where I'd be like, I'm gonna boot it up off string and I'm gonna run around and get these items and get all the points. It might not even be worth me doing the exploration now because I can't do anything with these points or these objects. Because it's just like a thing of where I'm coming off of Chronos, where it was like I did have to be very coherent and intentional with when I used stuff and how I used it and when I got rid of it and what I was carrying with me at any given moment. This is the way I'm going, not that red. Or is this also additional? Senensugi Shrine Flyer. Let's hold a Jichinsai. Whether you're building a house or pulling it down, digging a well or filling one up, it's all done upon Inari-sama's land. We should show our gratitude to Inari-sama by holding a Jichinsai. Holding a Jichinsai is especially important for wells, lest we forget the ancient tale of a poisonous water dragon that once wreaked havoc until Inari-sama finally sealed it deep underground. Digging a new well is just like opening up an air hole for that terrible dragon, and if we're not careful, we risk facing its wrath once more. That's why we must have a Jichinsai. Okay. Senensugi. A lonely little shrine situated on the outskirts of town. The name Senensugi Shrine sure sounds fancy, but that's all that it has going for it. Even though Ebisugoka is full of elderly believers, the shrine rarely gets any visitors. They instead go to what's closest to them, and that's an Inari statue. Is this a real place? Let's see. No. Wait, yes? Everything coming up is related to Silent Hill F. But I think it also is a real place. Interesting. Interesting. Dilly's gonna get some tea. That's just fine. I am gonna finish up soon. I will only be sabotaging myself by. It's not gonna help anybody if I'm even more tired than I need to be tomorrow. Even though Ebisugoka is full of elderly believers, this shrine rarely gets any visitors. They go to what's closest, the Inari statue. Sakako's family serves the shrine, including fulfilling the role of head priest. Sakako is quite proud of this fact, but I don't know if the same can be said about her parents. I can say one item I'll be quick to trade out when I find it is the repair tools, because I am a little nervous about what will happen when I don't have a weapon. Which also maybe is an argument for me to be a little less eager with whacking shit. I don't know. Key to Sakako's mailbox. A plain mailbox key. The surname Igarashi is written on the attached tag. Interesting. Sakako's mother. Dear Sakako, you mustn't ever speak again about how you hear otherworldly voices talking or singing. Puberty is a difficult time. You may hear and see strange things that you can't explain. The same thing happened to me when I was your age. However, it's nothing more than your imagination playing tricks on you. If your friends find out, though, they'll label you the strange girl. They'll abandon you, ostracize you. Because around here, once rumors spread, people will never look at you the same again. I remember what Sakako once said. Senensugi Shrine didn't used to be a small shrine that we know. The small shrine that we know. The real shrine was situated on the mountain, and it was much more impressive than it is now. Long ago, there was an actual 1,000-year cedar that was worshipped as a divine vessel. Unfortunately, it was struck by lightning and burned to ash. You don't say. Upon losing its divine vessel, the shrine was abandoned and became the small shrine it is present day. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be up here. I gotta find their mailbox.
この神社を昔みたいに盛り上げるんだっていつも言ってたな。
Divine water! Oh my goodness. I wonder if at the very least, like when I find the shrines, maybe I should, like if I have a 3 stack of divine water, like sell 2. And that way I can get the faith from it and at least pick up more when I find them, you know what I mean? Anti-comb! Okay, we want the comb. Maybe I'll get rid of this. Thing is, like, I don't know about restoring, like, the only time I really need to worry about restoring stamina is in combat. And it seems impractical to, like, I mean, I guess if I was fighting, right, and I pulled this up. I guess that wouldn't be that difficult to do, right? We're fighting, and I pull this up, and then boom, hit square, my stamina goes back up. But whatever I'm going to get rid of is going to have to be one of these 1-stack items. And I'm not going to get rid of the full health kit. That's obviously valuable. Slowly restores health and current max sanity for a set time. Okay, let's just get rid of you, Kudzu T. Definitely taking the comb, because you can get a bunch of faith. Ah, we keep getting this stuff! Yeah, it's a lot of faith. Well, I didn't drink it because there's no reason to. I mean, I guess my stamina is a little reduced. I could have drank the stamina thing. There's no real need, though, for item consumption. They're just in there. Oh, what the fuck? You freaked me out.
おい相棒、リンコの家はそっちじゃないぜ。
ごめん、ぼんやりしてた。
ここサクコの家の神社だよな。
うん。
あんまり思い詰めるな。急いでリンコを探そう。
そうだな。行こう。
What? Well, you're not being very helpful when it comes to staying on the path here, Mr. Partner. Because now you're teleporting around. Using your shape powers to teleport around. So there was a PlayStation State of Play yesterday. Didn't really rock my socks or anything. Like, it wasn't... I don't know what I was hoping to hear about. I guess the only thing I was really, like, jonesing for was potentially, like, a Resident Evil Requiem demo. It's probably a little early for that, but they love to do demos for Resident Evil games. So I figured there's one coming, but it might be a little early for that. Nothing at all about Resident Evil Requiem. That's fine. We've got a lot of news and footage of it. They showed, like, the new Wolverine game, which, you know, I'm interested in. Like, I'm not super invested in that, but it's by Insomniac, who do the new Spider-Man games, which I quite enjoy. So, obviously, a Wolverine game should be, like, a different kind of game. And it looks like it will be, you know, like, kind of a hack-and-slashy action game. I mean, I'm at least interested in it. You know, if it's as good as those games are, I don't see any reason I wouldn't want to play it. Looks nice and gory and violent, as a Wolverine game properly should be. And then there's like a Deus Ex remaster, the original Deus Ex, which I see everybody saying looks bad. Like, visually, graphically looks bad. And I have seen some side-by-side comparisons. Like, you know, the original Deus Ex is not like a pretty game by contemporary standards, but some of the side-by-side comparisons, I do have to agree, it looks kind of fucking ugly. And I saw a lot of people upset about who is remastering it. They're like a studio, I think that's primarily what they do. I know people are very fond of Night Dive, who have also really become like the remaster remake studio, and people were hoping that's who would get it, but it's like a Spear or something like that. And so I looked up, I was like, nobody seems to like what they do. What other games have they remade? And one of the first things I saw was Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I was like, God damn it. Which, like, I don't know. To be fair, I don't know that was a bad remaster so much as, like, the game itself, I just have problems with. I don't know that they, unless they made it worse somehow. I just figured the game itself wasn't, like, spectacularly designed and doesn't hold up well. Which, I guess in theory is the kind of thing that you could tackle in a remaster to some extent, right? But I am still kind of curious about a Deus Ex remake. Pipe. I got 3 pipe. Because I really like Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. I never played the original, though, before. I know very little about it. Other than that, it's, like, pretty acclaimed in its time, and I think it's considered, like, a fairly influential game. But I've never played it, never watched anybody play it. So I'd be a little curious about it, but it's funny because that is one of the things I thought of was like, but I wonder how well it holds up. Like, am I going to struggle with maybe some of the more, antiquated components of it, dated gameplay? I might get frustrated. In my mind, I genuinely was like, is it going to be another Bounty Hunter thing? And then I saw it's from the same people who did the Bounty Hunter remasters. Fuck me. Alright. That didn't work out. I want her to, like, leap ahead and... Get her, get her, get her, get her! Yeah! 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 I still have this innate urge to stomp on them after I beat them. Which is actually a Silent Hill thing. Not in the same way that, oh, toolkit. Okay, let's just then, let's just use this. I don't care. Here you go. Yummy. And then get the toolkit. And then repair this broken pipe. Brilliant. 3 pipes. Triple pipe. But the reason I also even brought up State of Play to begin with was because Nani, indeed! I couldn't have said it better myself. Just actually Nani. Was that goddamn dragon that we're talking about? Alright, well, I'm sure hope I don't meet that on the way back. I'm afraid to run again. Sound like a big pig. Oink, oink. But the reason I even brought State of Play up in the first place was because they showed gameplay from the Halloween game, which is not coming out until fall of next year. I think they gave a date for it. I think it was late September, so right about this time next year. Which would, in theory, make it perfect for Reeloween 2026. The unfortunate thing about that is, I probably talked about this already, is if you had asked me not what I hoped from a Halloween game, but like what I specifically hoped a Halloween game isn't, I would have said an asymmetrical horror game developed by Gunn and Ilphonic. And the Halloween game is an asymmetrical horror game developed by Gun and Ilphonic. Hey, lady! And I said before, you know, I'm just not... Well, I like maintain that I'm not all that interested in asymmetrical horror. I guess that's not inherently true. Because I did enjoy the Texas Chainsaw game for a little while. I just got bored of it. It's like between that and, you know, a single player Halloween game potentially, I would take the single player game. Even if, you know, it was something I only played for a couple of weeks, I'd rather have like a well-designed, curated, horror-driven experience than a live service game that potentially gets abandoned like 8 months after its release, you know? Which is kind of what happened with Texas Chainsaw, and Ilphonic has the same reputation of getting these beloved horror IPs, trying to make Dead by Daylight clones out of them. Fuck off! Fuck off! Oh! Oh! Fuck off! Oh shit! You did this thing to me! You did that thing to me, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, you're like blocking my path. I can't get around you? Oh, fucking. Ugh, there we go. Where am I going? Take a Tylenol? Yeah. Oh, it's a dead end. Great. Oh, they leap and they jump. Yeah, boom! I'm leaving. Goodbye. Girl, bye. Yeah, Gun did Texas Chainsaw. Ilphonic did other... Ilphonic, I think, did the Killer Clowns game. Gun also did the Friday the 13th game, which also got abandoned. Though that one was, in fairness, not really their fault. It was like some dumb IP legal bullshit, and they basically had to stop working on the game. And there's pretty sufficient evidence that they were going to continue supporting the game and had to stop. But I think there's another. I think Ilphonic also did the Evil Dead game, which they also abandoned. Like they just. You know, the unfortunate thing is, if there was ever going to be one of these classic horror series to get me interested in an ASIM, it was going to be Halloween, like those classic kind of slasher horror series. Like, that is my favorite. I can't pretend like seeing the gameplay, I'm not at least a little curious. But I mean, it looks like all those games. Now, the thing that this one has that Texas Chainsaw didn't have is it has a dedicated single player mode, which Friday the 13th did have. I imagine it'll probably function very similarly to that. It seems like they also have come up with kind of some interesting, distinct games. Shit! I'm dodging. Oh, get out of here! Some distinct gameplay thing where it's like, instead of it just being like you and a couple players try to kill Michael Myers, it's like there's NPCs on the level, and it's like about saving the NPCs from Michael Myers. Not the me. Okay. Where are you? There's a lot of footsteps happening. First aid kit. Right capsules. Steel pipe? Oh. Okay. I can only have 3 pipes. I need a key. Well, I've been finding keys, but none of them are apparently the ones I need. Toolkit. Oh, dang it. I need to find a shrine, but next save I'm going to wrap up. So I need to find a shrine for a couple of reasons now. I would like to keep... I definitely want a toolkit, because that seems practical. But, again, I don't want to get rid of any of this stuff. I would much prefer... There's got to be one coming up soon, right? Hold on. I'll hold off. Or I'll have to do a boss fight. There's no way I'm fighting that. Are you kidding me? Obtain the key? What do you mean? That is not, that's not Pyramid Head. That is not John Silent Hill. Head into the storehouse. I'll open the window. Where's the key? Oh, I gotta... Oh, okay, I see. The key's in the well. I'm not fighting it. I gotta get the key. I'm just a girl with 3 pipes. You have a very... Oh, wait. You have a very Pyramid-esque sword. Oh, come on! Be faster! Must go faster! Must go faster! Must go faster! Nani? Oh! You got a lot going on, partner. You're like flowers, but guts, and you're a sword. Dude! What? What? I didn't like that at all. Little pill. I feel like I gotta get you stuck over here now. Ooh! Okay. I think I need to get the key out of the well and go in there. Is I think what's happening. Though if you're in there, you could just, you know, open the door from the inside. You fucking freak! You're freak! I gotta get him stuck further away. Obviously, I meant to kind of juke him around these, right? Come on. The long way. Oh, you didn't quite do it. Ah! Yeah. Come around this way. Come on. Guy! What? This is... How do I get him... I need to put more distance between him and the well, or else I'm never going to have enough time to get it. He also, like... See, that attack follows me. He doesn't get, like, stuck in the animation. Also, I'm stuck. That's the 100% last thing I wanted to happen. I can get the bandage now. That's true. I think that was on the other side, right? What are you doing, bud? You fall asleep? You get EP? Oh, damn it! Stop it! Ugh! Do the dodge. You're right. I gotta forget. Oh, that didn't really work. But look, he's right back in action so quick. Well, maybe not. You gonna go back EP? EP time? Girl, what are you holding that pipe up like that for? What are you gonna do with that? No, he's just like, how do I get him? I don't understand. I can't get him. I can't get him, like, I need him to stand on the other side of this. You know what I mean? I don't think I have enough time! I don't have enough time! I'm gonna try, but I don't think I have enough time. Oh, I did! I just had enough! Ooh! That still wasn't enough. I hate it. You got flowers. Oh. Dang it! Oh, not that one. Not that move. Not that move. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on! Come on! I got a storehouse key.
Yes.
All right. Unfortunately, you are precisely in the direction I need to go. Okay, well. Well. Oh, big dodge. Use it, do it. Go in there, get out of here. Go, 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 go. Hold!
Hinako! 蔵の窓だ! 急げ! 大丈夫か?
なんとかな。
よかった。純子さんに頼まれたんだ。何があってもお前を守れってな。
お姉ちゃんが？
ずいぶん前の話さ。さあ、行こうぜ。
あ、行こう。
Autosave? There's an autosave, right? Shoe feels weird. For sure. I don't know if he's a ghost or if it's like not really him or what's going on. That looked like an autosave in the top left though, right? I think that's got to have been. A shrine? I mean, I guess it would make sense coming after that. Unfortunately, it's feeling like we aren't going to be able to go back. There's one, right? Bada boom, bada bing. I'm just going to save. I'll worry about the loot stuff later. I might try to sneak on here off stream and... I mean, no, I'm not. I'm not going to have... When am I going to do that? I'm not going to have any time to do that. I was going to say I might sneak on and try to, like, see if I can backtrack, maybe, and pick up some old items, but I don't even know if that's possible. I'll stop there. It's almost 1, which means I'm going to be, at best, asleep by 1:30, right? So, like, I'm not going to get much, and I need it. So, I'll wrap up there. That's it for Silent Hill F tonight. Not a bad start, right? We're getting the hang of it. It's definitely an adjustment so far. I knew that this one was pretty combat driven, but so far it's definitely a little bit of a challenge to get a grasp of those mechanics. I'm sure they'll fall into place with a little more practice. It does seem like I can also reasonably get away from some enemies if I choose not to, but maybe I should be fighting them and exploring more. It does definitely feel a little different, and in other ways it doesn't, which I guess is what you would kind of hope for a new spin. You want like some of what you're used to, some of the stuff you know you like, and then you want to see an attempt at building upon that foundation too. Do some dinner tomorrow, but try to be on for bonus stream. Yeah, I mean, all good if not. No worries. I think tomorrow probably won't start till about 10. And then obviously it's a Friday night, so, you know, might go to 1 again, maybe 2, depending on how we're feeling. Definitely want to hit the ground running on this one because I'm still very excited for it. Very interested in it. The story, while a little different in premise from a typical Silent Hill game, definitely still has that thing of like, what's going on with all of you, and why does it seem like none of you are reacting the way anybody should be reacting to these events? And yes, something definitely seems weird with Shu. For a guy that we know and are friends with, he does have the strange vibe of a Silent Hill character. And of course, there's all this weird time travel business as well, and I'm curious about this one for sure, and I am enjoying it so far. So we should be back for more tomorrow, and then back for more on Sunday, and then on Tuesday the 30th we'll have to take a little break from it to do our WAT CW draft night number 2, which I haven't officially announced any of this yet, but we'll have 2 matches in it instead of 1 to help decide the drafting order. So we're going to have 2 triple threat matches divided in the top of the faction rankings and the bottom of the faction rankings. The winner of the bottom faction rankings match will get the draft first, and then so on from there, so that those who are lower in the rankings will have the opportunity to draft primarily and hopefully benefit the most from it. And then I think we'll have a 3rd match, which is going to be Stone Cold Steve Austin challenging Mr. Eli Mack for the People's Championship, unless anybody redeems the People's Championship point redemption in chat between now and then and get themselves or a wrestler of their choosing added to the match. You redeemed one, did you? You redeemed one after the Deer Fest match? Is that right? Do I not remember that? The chat was like, and you don't have to do another, I believe you. I just didn't clock that you had done that, so I'm glad you mentioned it. Oh, okay, he did it again, which in my book means you're good for 2, unless you win this one. And you very well might. You'll be double belted Dilly. I'm glad I didn't record that match yet, because I'll have to do that. I have to pre-record the matches for how we're doing draft night, and instead of running them in real time. So I'm glad I didn't record that one yet, because now it's a triple bet. Great. I'm sure Chris in future will be so happy to learn that the odds of winning that match have just gone down. Got plenty of points, not a big deal. I trust that you if you so choose, you could be in every single People's Championship match all season long, which is kind of the premise of it, is to reward people who have watched the channel consistently. And if you're somebody who doesn't, incentivize potentially watching the channel consistently. Give you a little power over the game. So here we go, triple threat, baby. If Dilly wins, he'll be the double belted Dilly. And I know he's got it. He's got what it takes. We'll see. Could be his last night as a member of El Diablo de Patas. Shug will have an opportunity to drop him and pick somebody up in his place. I know Dilly would love that, so you better make sure Shug doesn't realize that you are a champion and potentially a double belted champion that night, because he probably would then, it would only make sense to keep you. It would be highly illogical to drop somebody with the title. So maybe you'll look out and he won't realize that. Or maybe not, and the saga of Diablo Dilly will continue. But that's it for us tonight. Thanks for watching, Dilly. Thanks for watching, Matt. Thanks for watching anybody who was lurking. Saturday, we're going to find out what's going on with Spooky Tides, I believe. I think you said you're going to play some more Dark Tide, but we'll also be revealing some Spooky Tides itinerary, if I remember correctly, which means, as usual, but even especially this week, Saturday Dilly stream is a must-see, can't-miss event. I can't wait to find out. I know I must have at least sort of an inkling of some of the games you'll play, because I believe at least some of them are ones that I had sent you. But it sounded like you also had some things up your sleeve that I'm not privy to. So I'm very, very curious to see what you've got in store for us and how lucky we are that you've got it. It's going to be fun. It's part of why I love October. There's a lot of reasons I love October, but I also love not just streaming scary games, but also that so many people that I know and enjoy also choose to stream scary games this time of year. So much fun. Just a matter of time having the time to watch everybody, which can be challenging, as we've established. All right. Good night. Stay well. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Get some rest. Have a good Friday. Try my best to. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow night for some more Silent Hill F. What's with the F? I wonder if we'll ever find out. All right. Bye-bye. Good night. Happy Reeloween.